Our university is located in the city of Vienna and is specialized on promoting sustainable energy. And this is one of the reasons why we are coordinating this project, because it fits to our university and it fits to our goals. In my introduction, I would like to show you just a few slides to give you a first impression what is the project about. Because the whole day we will talk about the methodology. So my slides are just about the European project. As mentioned by Silke at the very beginning, this is our first take-up seminar, and in total we have planned up to 3 seminars all over Europe. And you will see later on that the idea of this project and the idea of this consortium is to exchange experiences. You will see then later on that we have partners from more or less all parts of Europe. So, as already mentioned, we started our work the 1st of February 2014, and as you can imagine, when you're working together with 11 partners, having 8 case studies, it is a lot of work of coordinating in advance before you are going to start with the case studies with your implementation. So the first year was concentrating on methodological aspects. So the idea of the first year was to agree on the methodology in a very, very detailed form, because what we want to do is we want to implement this methodology in all these case studies in a similar way. I wouldn't say the same way, but in a similar way, just to be able to evaluate the results and finally, of course, to transfer the results. Because finally, at the end of the project, it is planned to have a kind of final conference and to sum up then the results, of course, considering different regional aspects. The project is co-funded by the Intelligent Europe program of the European Union. So as I said before, we are talking about a kind of intelligent energy use in our project. So therefore, what is the overall, or what are the overall aims of our SmartMove project? So first of all, increase the number of public transport users in rural areas, and by doing that, decreasing the mileage driven by motorized car traffic. So, in other words, what we would like to do is, we would like to promote public transport, in particular in rural areas, because most of you, or I'm pretty sure that all of you know, that the problems we currently have in rural areas, and we found out that all these problems are more or less the same all over Europe. We have a shrinking population, or the number of people is decreasing. We have a lot of elderly people living in these rural areas. We have a decreasing supply of public transport, and so on and so on. So we have serious problems in rural areas, and what we would like to achieve with our methodology is we would like to promote public transport in rural areas, and by doing that to increase the number of users and to make the system more efficient, in particular in these rural areas. So talking about the aims, of course, if we are successful, and I mean, I'm the coordinator of the project, that means that I'm the optimistic person. I'm pretty sure that we will be successful, and we will hear one example of a case study where we were responsible a couple of years ago, and I can tell you that we have been successful already. So the idea is, if you're increasing the number of public transport users, at the same time we are using the energy used in a more sufficient way, or in other words, we try to save energy. And the second goal, of course, by saving energy means to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. So these are briefly, very briefly, the overall game and the overall goals, and keep that in mind when we are going to discuss then our methodology. This is a short overview on the different case studies. You see the green dots here. We have 8 case studies, and as you can see, from the very southwest to the very southeast and to the north. So we try to cover a wide range of different countries, cultures, and what I said previously, we find out similar or same problems in rural areas. The red dots are partners, which means, as you can see, for example, in the UK, the University of York is supporting this methodological approach, or our colleagues in Cologne, Ruprecht Consult, is responsible for organizing such events. So you can see a lot of organizational issues are behind when you're going to coordinate a European project. And finally, I would like to give you our contact details, and I want to point out that, of course, we have a web page. So after this event, if you need more information, and I'm pretty sure that we can provide information based on this event, for example, the slides, we can put the slides on the website. So at our website, SmartMove Project.eu, you find them, or will find more information. So this is my first introduction, and yeah, well, I wish you and I wish us a very informative and interesting day.